Welcome to episode 26 of So You Want to Be a Star in the Music Business. Today's topic is going to be on road managers. Some people that are just starting out probably won't have a road manager as of yet. So this is going to be the goal of something that you aspire to have, because that means you're actually getting work. The work you're getting is more than just a handshake. We're dealing with contracts and probably a lot more money. So most people just know about their basic general personal manager, but the road manager is very key in handling most, or if not all, of the logistical functions when an artist goes out on the road or goes out on tour. So we're basically discussing some of the things to keep in the back of your mind is what this road manager is going to be handling in the future as your career grows.
As with most things in the music business, there are no rules written down. So, what we're discussing as far as the duties of a road manager, or sometimes called a tour manager, are going to vary tremendously. If you are a big time band, you're going to have great expectations, and this person is probably going to be supervising the construction crew, your computer lighting crew, handling all money, contracts, dealing with the promoter, making sure that all the press is taken care of, running around backstage, making sure the dressing room is right, making sure the box office is covered. It is a humongous job, and this is for the big time acts. If you're just starting out, you're probably going to be looking for somebody who is going to double and triple in their job also, because you really can't afford anybody, and you're looking for a friend who really likes your music. There's one thing in common that all tour managers and road managers have to do, and that is deal with money. At every level, I don't care who you are, if you're on stage and the promoter decides that's the moment he wants to pay you, or even just wants to give you a free drink, it's going to be your road manager dealing with it. That means whoever you take on board has to be honest. You have to believe that this is somebody you can trust. Eventually, it gets to the point where they might even be bonded, that you know that they are trustworthy, but certainly not at the beginning.
I was thinking the exact same thing as you said that. This is the person who is going to allow you to just be an artist and not focus on any of the miscellaneous things that are going on, and you know that this person, you can trust them with pretty much everything, and just in handling all your necessary business and not have to worry about anything but getting yourself show ready and doing your best performance.
Primarily, the job after money, collecting your money, also having cash on hand if you have to tip somebody. Remember, people remember you on the way up, and they remember you on the way down.
Don't be cheap.
There you go. And yet you still have to be realistic. If you're only making $50 for the night, there's only so much you can tip somebody. But you have to remember somebody's going to remember you. So, but primarily, and after the money, road managers' primary job is to get the artist and any band and any crew to and from the venue. So all the travel arrangements, making sure that if you have to go through an airport, that there's ground transportation set up, that you know who to contact if something goes wrong. And usually, if not always, it's the road manager. That your hotel people have your road manager's number to call, not yours, if there's a problem. Certainly, everything about the press that would be there, anything about if you, like I said, if you're a big band, you may have construction to build your stage. You want someone who's going to know the size of the stage you're getting to, be able to answer your questions before you get there. So if possible, they've advanced the show. It's an important word to know.
Right.
You want someone who calls up if they can't go, asks all the pertinent questions so that if the artist has a question, your road manager already has the answer. That has to do with what kind of hotel bed you're getting,
Right.
if that's important. What the design on stage is, if there are any advertisements that you're being associated with. Your lighting, who's handling it? Is it going to be at the beginning when you're just starting out? Your road manager may be your light man or woman.
Right.
Also, could be
One-stop
your
shop.
sound man and woman. You only have so much money, and certainly in the middle, between the big guns and just starting out, you have a situation where airfare is so expensive that you want as few people to travel with you as possible. That's a new problem. It never used to be. But I will tell you, we're certainly looking for ways to get rid of crew members, and therefore you're asking your road manager to do a lot more. So be aware, be kind to them. Don't start being a diva. Remember, they are doing a lot more than you think. You never know everything they're doing. And travel is a bitch.
Yeah.
It's
Keep
that
the
simple.
crew to a minimum, a bare minimum. Make friends in other places because sometimes you may need to grab people in the city that you're flying to instead of bringing a whole bunch of people with you.
So realistically, you have to know that almost no person is going to know everything that you need your road manager to do. So there are going to be some things that fall apart, some things that have to be covered by someone else, perhaps the artist. You have to have that conversation with your road manager, who will probably just not do the things that he or she is not good at. So there are going to be holes. That doesn't make them a bad road manager. It just means you aren't covered by one person. It's not that easy. Where do you find a road manager?
That's a good question.
Well, again, if you're starting out, you want somebody probably that you know who's willing to work for free. Good qualification. As you get up there and you need to hire someone, there are trade publications, now most of them are online, that talk about who are the road managers for other groups. And very often they're going out one show at a time, so they are available and they're always looking for extra work. Certainly, there are stage managers for theater shows who know how to do a lot of this, and they are very heavily trained. So you can certainly look to your local theater. You go online and just look up the word tour manager, road manager. You call up artists that you know who are using good people, and you ask them if they will also work for you for 1 or 2 nights. So it's a crapshoot. There is not an organization that will give you the stamp of approval on a road manager. Again, it's who you know and how you talk to them.
That's right.
Anything you think we need to add at this point?
No, I think that gives them the gist. I mean, there's so many managers, but just focus on the road manager. Just keep that in the back of your mind.
And this is a partner for your personal manager. This is someone that if you are lucky enough and you have a personal manager and you're at that level, you want somebody who, when on the road with you, is acting like as if your personal manager went along with you and knows every detail of every contract.
Mm-hmm.
All right, on that note, we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I'm Kevin Curtin.
Mitch Weiss.
Check out the website, subscribe to the YouTube channel. All the information is below, but it's www.MWEntGroup.com.
That's also Facebook, MWEntGroup, and Twitter.
@_MWEG.
Right? And just as a reminder, there is a book on Amazon.com, second edition, called Managing Artists in Pop Music. It's not just pop music. There's gospel and rock and folk and all sorts of stuff in there. But the principles are all the same. And the second edition just came out. So written by yours truly, Mitch Weiss.
It's only $10.
Check it out.
Amazon.com. See you on the next episode.